Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's been doing well since, oh gosh, how long was it ago since I last streamed? Oh, yesterday. Hey. So, but it has been since Thursday since I did some F1 97. So to recap what happened then, I tried a Champo and failed. We initially started with trying it on professional mode, which is the fourth toughest of fifth. Turned to prove just a bit too tough, so we wound it down 1 to rookie, which is, despite the name, is still for some reason the third toughest out of 5, because below rookie we also have novice and amateur. I would say normally I'd expect amateur to be higher up than rookie, but you know, assume they're in order. So we got about 8 races in, 9 races, and I was struggling a bit. Right, the competition level was okay, but I was losing my front wings far too readily. Like a slight collision, front wing gone, race ruined. Sometimes AI wouldn't acknowledge that you're there on the inside, turning on you, front wing gone. So I'm restarting the championship today. And as you might notice, damage is now off. We've also turned off variable weather, even though wet weather is easy. The reason being, it will not tell you the weather forecast for the race when you pick your tyres. So you're shafted. It's a lucky guess. I've also turned tyre wear off because I'm only doing 5-lap races, and all that meant was I'd get yelled at to change my tyres on the last lap. So, yeah, that's where we are. Let's go. I just remembered my settings. I admire your dedication to the cause, Sephiroth. Welcome in, mate. How you doing? You know, because if you don't cheer on the underdog, who will? What? Oh, let me refresh. So with your vote, that puts Supercross 2001 up to 11 votes. Ducati's on 52, and Road Rash is on 58. But keep on believing.
Go!
Yeah, if I finish this game today, that's the end of the vote. It has been a long vote period, with how long both side by side and Michelin Rally Masters took. Obviously, Paris-Marseille racing was a short, very short to compare, so it all balances out. But then again, even this game has gone over the average game time. So that's, I think, 4 out of 5 in the block have gone over the average.
With the 107% rule of the past couple of years, we're seeing that the tail end teams have had to sharpen up their act, spend longer making sure they can do competitive times. This means that the gap between the qualifying times from the front to the back of the grid is now much less.
It's the Canadian! That was a very heavy collision with the Armco. Let's hope he's all right.
It's okay, I turned off damage. That lap's in the bin, so I don't mind the shortcut either. Oh, I've forgotten what game 110 was. It was too long ago. I'll check in a second.
Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. That's the fastest time over the first sector we've seen today. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. He's up on the leader at intermediate 2. Down into second. Down into first. Second gear. Third gear.
Hey, shout out.
Remarkable! And that...
That'll do.
All the cars are
It
in
was
place
pole
now
worthy.
on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is
The plan,
incredible.
well, as you can see, I'm restarting the Champo. Damage has been turned off,
Australia 97. Straight
so
down
no
the
more
first corner.
losing all my
He's hit
front
Ralph
wings.
Schumacher.
Let's see how much we can
I
get
hope
done.
that collision hasn't done too much damage to his rear wing.
Oh yeah, I turned off the weather too because of the whole no forecasts thing. But no, it's just need beating it on dry.
This is unbelievable. The two cars have smashed into each other. He's hit Ralph Schumacher. Brilliant. He's up into fourth. That's into second position.
I think I took a little too much downforce off the car for this track.
One unique feature of the Stewart car design is the high side pods on the car and the large turning vanes, which should reduce the amount of debris that is sucked off the track into the radiator grill during the normal course of a race. This sort of accumulation can actually cause a drop-off between 10 and 20% in the radiator's efficiency.
Look at that. He's just hit Frenson.
Yeah.
Lap 2. Now he's in first place. Race order. Williams number 1. Heinz Harold Frenson. Jean Alesi. Michael Schumacher.
I'm a handsome genius!
Correct. Oh, fuck's sake, free lot. Behave.
3 laps of the race left now.
I make that joke about FIFA games. Don't think I can play FIFA 2024 because I haven't done the other installments. Although I know it's not actually FIFA anymore, so it doesn't even work. Welcome in, mate. How are you doing?
There are only 2 laps left in which to decide the race.
That's incredible dedication to the bit. Sorry to hear you got a cold though, mate. Alright. Mild cheating. Nothing to see here.
Only 1 more lap to go. Race order. Williams number 1. Heights Harold Frenson. Jean-Alesi. Michael Schumacher.
It was 18 rounds in this game, wasn't it? Whoops. Oh, one down.
And there is the checkered flag.
So at 10 minutes per round, I can do a season in 3 hours. Probably would be a bit longer than that. We'll see how I get on if I can actually do it tonight, because, you know, work night, all that shit. actually. 10 to 8. You can test that theory.
Go! New safety rules for the design of the cars this year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver in the event of rear impact. Ferrari did this last year, and they've already overcome most of the problems, like excessive vibration, which can crack the rear wing.
Oh. Damn it. So overjudged the grip a little. That'll do. Even though it was a bit scuffed. Oh, it was very scuffed. Oh well, work to do.
700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. And it's go, go, go. This is the critical time now. This is classic racing. He's just hit Magnussen. That's exactly the start he would have wanted.
Lost my chat.
That's taken him past Nakano.
Doesn't.
He obviously mistimed his braking and ended up hitting the car in front.
Deleted.
That was almost certainly a collision.
Yeah, I have to reset my chat
He's
box.
hit Johnny Herbert. He's managed to get past Herbert. He's just hit David Coulthard. Unbelievable. The black and white diagonal flag means unsportsmanlike behaviour. An interesting point to note is that both Williams and Jordan, two of the great...
Right, let me try and fix my chat. Sorry, one sec. Just gone connecting to chat, infinitely spinning. Just like to wait until I'm live to give me this sort of shit. Hold on. I'm back. No free lap, not iRacing, crash models. Well, in fact, we've turned off damage. It was causing me trouble.
Innovators in car design have opted for
Because I kept losing my front
overall air
wings.
intake above the driver's head. It'll be interesting to see what difference this makes. This is lap 2 of the race.
Shut up, Shadow.
And the gap is closing. Race order in first
See,
place.
look at that. I
Lights out
turned in on me. What am I meant to do?
Second place,
I'm not going to say that's what happened in all of the lost front wings. It definitely happened to at least one.
In fifth place, Jean-Alesi. In sixth, Ralf Schumacher. As he crosses the line, only 3 more laps left. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. Incredible! He's up on the leader at split 1.
Bums. A little too deep.
He's hit Ralf Schumacher. There's only a small gap between them now.
See, that would have been a front wing gone.
Really be feeling the pressure.
All I was trying to do was time it and set him up for the next corner.
Of course, the reward for driving like this should be vital points for the driver and the team. We're into the second to last lap. Oh no, he's hit Berger. That's one in third place. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course. Was that a bit of argy-bargy there, Martin?
You're right there, Murray.
He's hit
Damn
Michael
it.
Schumacher. This is terrible. If he goes on with that behaviour, he'll almost certainly be black flagged. Superb. That's into second position. We're into the final lap. The top positions are first, Heitz Harold Frentzen. In second position, Williams number 1. Beautiful. He's taken the lead.
That's pretty fun, cutting through the field there. Without having
He
a
takes the
doomed
checkered
front wing.
flag. What a superb race this.
And yeah, if I just do a qualifying lap in the race, it is about 10 minutes. Argentina next, isn't it?
New safety rules for the design of the cars this year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver in the event of rear impact. Ferrari did this last year, and they've already overcome most of the problems, like excessive vibration, which can crack the rear wing.
Rig. Let's see what that really is.
The drivers are
Last.
lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for
Really?
the start.
Wasn't that bad, was it? A little bit scuffed, but...
Argentina 1997 is go. Streaming down to the first corner. Marvellous. He forces his way through. Back
Ooh.
past to Nicola Larini.
Misjudged the gap there a little.
He's been passed by Larini. He's ploughed straight into the back of the car in front.
Whoops.
We're into the second lap. He's losing ground. The top positions are first, Eddie Irvine. In second place, Michael Schumacher. In third, Jean Alesi. Fourth, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In fifth place, Gerhard Berger. In sixth position, David Coulthard. He's definitely getting
Rather irresponsible of them to put signs saying faster at places where, in fact, he should be slowing
He's
down.
calm, he's relaxed, he is in charge. Only 3 laps to go. He's closing the gap in front. He's losing ground. He's dropping back a bit. Now, what about the drivers in the lower position? In 9th place, Mika Häkkinen. In 10th place, Williams number 1. In 11th place, Olivier Panis. He's only got 2 laps to go. This young man had a fantastic first season last year, giving his teammate Damon Hill a real run for his money in the championship battle. This year, all eyes will be on the French-Canadian as he continues his Formula One campaign. The gap is increasing.
I think I might have overdone the wing.
He's dropping back a bit.
Yeah, there's no catch in the front, guys, for me.
And it's the last lap of the race. Race order. In first place, Eddie Irvine. Second, Michael Schumacher. In third,
Yeah.
Jean Alesi. Hang on. The gap is growing. In fourth, Heitz Harold Frankson. Fifth, Gerhard Berger.
Hi, Skin. How you doing, mate?
In sixth position, David Coulthard.
I just don't seem to get on with this track.
Ouch! It's a win for Eddie Irvine. The Tifosi will be absolutely ecstatic with this result for Ferrari. Second, Michael Schumacher. In third place, Jean Alesi.
Yeah, we'll just ignore this one and move on.
10th, Williams number 1. He's had a good race.
Ooh, suddenly I started feeling heavy with that. It's just been one of those days where my energy just hasn't got going, you know. Standings, that was 2 wins and a no score. They'll come up now. There we go. 5-point lead still. So I could afford a flop. I'm just gonna, while that loads in, I'm just gonna pop my fan on. Which means I've got to go over here and get it. It's better. Oh yes. Getting comfy. Wait, I went to practice. What an idiot. I think I am some needing practice, man.
Go!
Lap times were a lot longer at Argentina.
Interesting point to notice that both Williams and Jordan, two of the great innovators in car design, have opted for an oval air intake above the driver's head. It'll be interesting to see what difference this makes.
Yeah. I don't know. I can batter my way through without without damage being turned on.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. The red lights are beginning to come on. Go! It's go for the San Marino Grand Prix. Streaming down to the first corner. That's made it all the more difficult for him to win here today.
Oh, Murray, ye of little faith.
Brilliant! Up into first position. That was a superb start. He's just hit Brinson. That lapse in concentration has cost him the lead.
Yeah, instant self-jinx there. Jordan got out of that one.
He's lost second place.
Come on, turn more. Monaco was round 5 in this season, wasn't it?
Into lap 2 now.
Hey.
There's only a small
Hey,
gap
Krakatoa.
between them now. The car in front will really be feeling the pressure.
Oh, was there? Might be thinking of the predecessor. Might have got a release. This was a direct follow-up to the game simply titled Formula 1. It was on PS1 as well. I just, you know, advanced of the same engine.
Let's see how his times compare.
Didn't know if it had
He's
a
actually up on the leader's time at split.
didn't know if it had a 32X release or not. Could well be the same game.
I think they may have had a bit of a bump there, Martin. Look at that! If he goes on with that behaviour, he'll almost certainly be black flagged.
How much have I lost? The leader.
Only 3 laps
Gosh,
to go.
quite a lot. Ah,
Up from behind now.
fair enough. Oh, 32X was the Mega Drive add-on, wasn't it? Oh, when you said it, so I think I was thinking of the 3DO. Going mad at me old age.
He's dropping back a bit.
Have you?
He's only got 2 laps to go. This is
Honestly,
terrific.
I've
The car in front will be getting worried.
never
after that
played,
lap time.
or so much as, well, I might have seen a Mega CD, like in a shop. Yeah, I never had either of the Mega Drive add-ons. I didn't know anyone who did. Which, you know, adds up to them being a bit being flops, doesn't it? No one has them. Checks out. Man, that must be a hell of a setup. Oh, okay, you've been collector purchasing. Got you. Do you not? Oof, 250.
He's on his last lap.
Gosh.
Now. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. Now he's in first place.
Oh my God.
Race order.
Again,
Williams,
again, that's
number 1.
rarity, isn't it? You
Knights Harold Frenson, Michael Schumacher, Ralph Schumacher.
often find with retro games, it's not the quality of the game that drives the price, it's the rarity. I mean, if it's both a great game and rare, then that pushes it even
He
higher.
must be shedding buckets of adrenaline in that car.
But just the collect everything collectors will push up the price of other stuff. 24,000. Ouch. That's embarrassingly low for a like Sonic Universe game, isn't it? I.e. Sonic, specifically Sonic before his name got dragged through the mud. Okay. No!
He crosses the line to euphoric applause.
I remember playing Virtua Racing at a hotel. They had a 2-seat steering wheel cabinet. I spent half the holiday on it. It was great. Hey, Nabas. Was it free play? No, I burnt a lot of. I think Spain was still on pesetas back then. Oh, where was that? Not Benidorm, south of there. I was about 14. It's not evil, it's just dramatic. What?
Go!
Yeah, but that 32X for 250 quid just sounds like the gateway drug, or it's like when you start collecting football stickers and they'll give you the album for free, and then shaft you on the price of the stickers. You buy a 32X and then you're spending just as much for each game.
The drivers in the slowest cars who don't get a time less than 107% of the fastest qualifying time can appeal to the stewards.
Oh, the model magazines, yeah, those
are
are...
unlikely that they'll be successful.
You spend £1,000 to build an Airfix car, assuming that they don't give up producing it halfway through. When people complain about the Monaco Grand Prix, I usually defend it by saying, yeah, the Grand Prix isn't great, but in exchange we do get the best qualifying session of the year. I think qualifying was okay this year. But yeah, it's really hard to defend the Grand Prix that we got, though. You know, no amount of great qualifying session makes up for that.
He's up on the leader at intermediate 2.
In a busy qualifying session, a Grand Prix driver has to be really on the limit. He brakes at the last moment, turns in very fast, cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever.
Marvellous!
That should do it for Paul, I think. That was a great lap.
All the cars are in place now on the grid.
Finland law got in the arse as the magazine offers. Good. Robbing bastards.
The lights are out. It's go.
Oh, man.
This is the critical time now. That's down. He's lost first.
I'm in the Magnussen hole.
He's gained second place. He's taken the lead.
There we go.
He's off to a
Easy.
fast start.
Six months for free, and then the other 6 months you're paying triple the cost of the magazine, and you're locked in.
We're into the second lap.
Yeah, that sort of offers actually more of a buy now, pay later deal, isn't it? In practical terms, but yeah, shitty wording.
Race order. In first place, Williams #1. In second, Michael Schumacher. In third, Jean Alesi. In fourth place, Gerhard Berger. In fifth, Eddie Irvine. In sixth place, Heinz Harald Frentzen.
No red flag with no damage.
Only 3 laps to go.
Is that John Watson? If it wasn't for the fact it had ruined my chat log for the VOD, I would time you out for that. It's Murray Walker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure red flags didn't make it into this game and generally didn't make it into most of them. John Watson. Yeah, Murray Walker and Martin Brundle, commentators in this. I think it was Martin Brundle's first year of commentary this season as well. And he's very obviously reading off a script, pointing at each word as he says them, really nervous. Whereas Murray, who had had a 50-year career by this point, is just banging it out like it's the real thing. He'd also done a lot of pretend live commentary on, like on highlight reels and stuff, so he was actually used to hamming it up when he knows the result. I think he did a lot of like touring car commentary like that.
It's the Canadian. That was definitely a knock on the barrier.
Oh yeah, because after James Hunt died, they had Jonathan Palmer, I think, for a couple of years. And he just didn't quite have it, you know. Just wasn't that great to listen to.
Only 1 more lap to go.
Obviously, Martin, with a bit of experience, made a very full career of commentary for himself.
Second, Michael Schumacher. In third, Jean Alesi. Williams number 1. In 4th position, Gerhard Berger. 5th, Eddie Irvine. 6th, Heights Harold Frenson.
Oh, was it John Watson? Oh no, John Watson does endurance. I don't know, I'm getting confused. Oh, was John Watson the recent one? I certainly preferred him to Crofty, whoever did Miami. But you know me, I'll prefer anybody to Crofty.
What a marvellous race. What a great win.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Crofty just yells a lot and drops in tortured puns that he'd clearly pre-planned planned 2 weeks ago.
Go!
Okay, wrong session.
Go!
Oh, in stream. Just shy of an hour. Well, just over an hour, but just shy of actually being live. I've done 5 races. About 3.5, maybe 4-hour job. Oh, he does Sky. He's the usual main commentator, although they do mix it up a little bit these
The
days.
visors get very dirty out on the track. Every 5 laps or so,
Because he didn't do Miami.
to keep it clear with the back of their glove or
It was
their
a lot
sleeve.
better for it.
Of course, when it gets really difficult to see, they can peel off one of the clear tear-off strips that cover the visor.
Okay, this isn't a good qualifying. Last to first it is.
This year, all the teams have lowered the driving seat to try and combat the turbulence caused by the driver's helmet, which reduces the efficiency of the air intake into the engine. Another benefit they hope to see will be better handling of the car due to the lower centre of gravity.
Alex Jack is okay, I think. Sounds a bit forced sometimes, but he's okay.
The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. When the last red light goes out, the race starts. And it's go, go, go!
Why?
Look at this! Look at this! He's just hit Verstappen!
Whoa.
What was that? Are you all right?
Well, he must have taken his eyes off the road for a split
Parked
second
on the
and ended
apex.
up in the back of the car in front.
That's why I turned damage off. Yeah, I don't think we get live F1 through F1 TV in the UK because of the Sky deal. But Alex, they use the Alex Jack feed for the Channel 4 highlights, which generally get played a few hours later on free-to-air TV. And they'll use that for the YouTube highlights as well, I think. I do enjoy Coulthard though, he is very good at a bitchy comment.
The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
There was you know how when there's celebrities, the camera will show the celebrities for a bit. There's a great clip on YouTube of Christina Aguilera getting picked up by the F1 World feed. David Coulthard just going, there's Christina Aguilera feigning an interest in Formula One.
I'm looking at the race order now. In first, Gerhard Berger. In second place, Michael Schumacher. In third position, Harold
It used to be Ben Edwards who did the Channel 4 commentary. But yeah, they're using Alex Jacks now.
In fifth place, Jean Alesi. Sixth, David Coulthard. He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2.
I don't watch a lot of the analysis stuff.
Only 3 more laps left. That lap will certainly help him catch the
You know how
pace.
it is.
He'll be wanting to hold on
You know,
to
they
his
do it in
position
all
for dear
sports.
life
They've got to
now
fill a lot
because it
more
will mean all-important
TV time than they
championship
have
points.
actual
He's
sport
pumping in
for.
some really good lap times now.
Let's see how his times compare. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course.
Oh, you mean analysis while the race is live? I thought you meant the post-show filler. Pre-show.
He's closing the gap.
Well, the obvious fix for if you think there's too much pre and post shows to do what I do and not watch it. But during the race, it depends on the race. Again, you can need filler, and biggest example of that was
Incredible.
the weekend just gone. And everyone was speculating on any potential strategy they could pull out of their arse, just for the sake of something to talk about. There's only so many times saying, don't these cars look magnificent pelting around Monaco? Well, they weren't even pelting this year, you know, but you know what I mean.
He's ducking and diving all over the place trying to get past. This is terrible. He's collided with a Lacey. He's taken 5th position. He's actually up on the leader's time and split 2.
Ah, fucking flipping the wheel.
Lacey has passed him.
Oh yeah, oh, on the grid.
Only 1 more lap to go.
I think that's common in a lot of sports now as well. I don't know, you don't get it in football.
The top positions are first, Gerhard
You wouldn't
Berger.
want that, like what they do in British
Michael
touring cars.
Schumacher.
They'll interview drivers while they're in the
Third,
cars on the
Heinz
warm-up
Harald
lap.
Frentzen. What's happened? In 4th position, Eddie Irvine.
Or
Fifth,
while they're under safety
Jean
car.
Alesi. In 6th, Williams number 1.
He's only young, but he really shows a talent beyond his years.
He's
Thank you, I am
collided with
young.
Alesi. The black and white diagonal flag means unsportsmanlike behaviour. He's moved up to 5th place. That's an excellent second split, faster than the race leader. New safety rules for the design of the cars this year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver
Come on.
in the event of
Drag
rare
race.
impact.
Yes.
Ferrari did this last year, and they've already
Bit of a salvage
overcome
job.
most of the problems, like excessive
Oh, you get to choose both audios, Shadow. That's a nice deal, isn't it? Yeah, so there's no privacy in F1. Your bloody radio messages are getting broadcast. In the podium cool-down room, there'll be a hot mic in there these days. Can't get away from it. Thank you, Nazis. But of course, you know, dealing with the media, it's all part of being a pro sportsman, isn't it? Because that's where the money comes from. And, you know, it gets all the sponsor logos on the suits in front of the TV. Just life, unfortunately. Yeah, I do enjoy stuff like that, Shadow. 'Cause don't they have buttons on the wheel to respond to certain questions with? Like a yes and no button in case they want to respond to a question without broadcasting it. Like one lump or two with your brew when you get back. That's what I was thinking of. Just some way of communicating that's not
Each
voice.
tire manufacturer supplies two different compounds, a hard one and a soft one. The teams have to decide after the practice sessions which compound they will use for both qualifying.
You know, if they got a
and
pick
the race.
confirm button, they can
They
button
whether or not
something
to use
else
soft
as
tyres,
well.
which are faster, but may involve having an extra pit stop.
It's incredible. These drivers are controlling a car about half the weight of a minute, and these things can accelerate to about 150 miles an hour in 6.5 to 7 seconds.
Very bumpy, this track. Cool.
The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. The red lights.
The thing is, with something like that, you can kind of mandate that it's used in a safe place by only asking the question in a safe place.
Turn one. That's blown his hopes of championship points. Beautiful. Of course, the reward for driving like this should be vital points for the driver and the team. He's off to a flying start. He's
Piss.
collided with a Lacey.
Am I running too much wing again? Nope, I'm just driving terribly.
He's down, down, down out of the top six. I cannot believe it. Well, he must have taken his eyes off the road for a split second and ended up in the back of the car in front.
I got brake tested, Murray.
Into the second lap. That lap will certainly help him catch the car in front. I don't know whose fault it was, but, well, that was a
piss.
nasty crash. He's dropping back a bit. Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. What's happened? He's hit Ralph
Well,
Schumacher.
even though
In
I'm
second
not
place,
risking front wings
Gerhard
anymore,
Berger.
Shadow,
In third,
I can still get
Eddie
myself
Irvine.
disqualified if I go too silly.
This is looking good for championship points if he can give it up. Oh, no! Well, he must have taken his eyes off the road for a split second and ended up in the back
No,
of the car.
I'm not
in
running
front.
too much wing.
Beautiful! That's taken him up into fourth place. There are only 3 laps left in this race now. His lap time is quicker than
Why is it so much later than I'm used to? Why is this flat out? Almost.
He's definitely gaining. He's dropping back a bit.
No, obviously not.
There are only 2 laps left
Fuck
in
off.
which to decide the race. He's being warned of unsportsmanlike conduct with that flag. That's one in 3rd place. He never, ever gives up.
Did I just eject Irvine from the race? Don't get pinching me, you bugger.
Let's see how his times compare. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course. He's dropping back a bit.
Yeah, we did. He was a bit silly, Billy, wasn't he?
Only one more lap to go. That's up into 2nd. Let's see how they stand now. The race leader, Michael Schumacher.
The 6th time he's been in a crash with a teammate, according to Autosport.
Gerhard Berger. Hang on. 4th.
He did Perez a couple of times, Alonso at least
In
once.
5th position.
Is that the 2nd or 3rd with Ocon?
In 6th.
Or was there a
Ralph
2nd Alonso
Schumacher.
one? Yeah, apparently it's all but guaranteed now that he won't be driving for Alpine next year.
The gap is growing.
To nobody's
That's into
surprise.
1st place. He crosses the line to euphoric applause.
Is it that? I don't know. Might be more. I'm sure you're about to tell me. That was good, that. Get a win on the last lap. Fun. Ooh, 18-point lead. Get in. Magnicure. Well, the thing is, each one is so notable that it'll get talked about for ages, and therefore probably feels like there's been more than there has. I mean, because 6, and how many years has he been in Formula 1? That must be close to 1 per season, which is huge. Yeah, 2 with Perez. At least 1 with Alonso. And then there was Australia a couple of years ago or last year. And Gasly kind of squeezed him into the wall and caused that absolutely huge incident.
He brakes at the last moment, turns in very fast, cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever.
Okay. And remember, he had that incident with Verstappen at Brazil when he was a lapped car. Again, not a teammate incident, but a dumb crash to be in.
Screening down to the first corner. He's been passed by Larini.
Piss. Uh-oh.
The brake discs will really be glowing after that section. It looks like the car behind just smashed straight into his rear.
Yeah, he did.
Of course, the reward for driving like this should be vital points for the driver and the team. He's moved up to 5th place. Lap 2. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. He's dropping back a bit. He's been overtaken.
I tried
by Häkkinen.
braking a little earlier after going deep last time and actually got outbroke.
Michael Schumacher, Eddie Irvine, Gerhard Berger. He's closing the gap.
Oops. Up down L3.
As he crosses the line, only 3 more laps left. And the gap is closing.
Better.
Terrific! He's right on his tail. He's up into fourth.
Cool. Should be able to get a podium at least. Oops, a little early. I often go into that one too deep, so
It's the
we're working on it.
penultimate lap. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. He's closing the gap. He never, ever gives up. And the gap is closing.
Yes. Good.
And it's the last lap of the race. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
Shit.
Race over.
Oh no,
Max
it's gone.
Verstappen, Michael Schumacher, Eddie Irvine, Williams.
I can just sit on the driving line and at least keep my place. Yeah, it's no turning circle there.
I think the two cars may just have touched.
Just have touched. Oh well. No, podium's gone. Bringing home fourth. It's okay. Got points in hand. We can afford this. That's the point. I haven't saved my game yet. Do that after this race. It's okay.
It's a win for Heinz Harold Frentzen. I'm sure Frank Williams and the rest of the Williams team will be absolutely delighted with this win. In
So 15-point lead. And 30 in the constructor. Ooh, a vote for Ducati today. Is that because I upset you by saying my fourth place was okay? You're punishing me with a threat of Ducati? I think the gap has closed now by 2 votes since the stream started, which will put the gap down to 4 votes behind. Exciting. Silverstone's fine.
go!
Right, have I gone into practice? Bastard.
Go!
Yeah, I'm no fan of what they put in. Well, mostly just that super slow hairpin, which you can't see for shit, especially in the LMP2. It's mostly good.
This young man had a fantastic first season last year, giving his teammate Damon Hill a real run for his money in the championship battle. This year, all eyes will be on the French-Canadian as he continues his Formula One campaign. Down into first, second gear, third gear, fourth, fifth gear, sixth.
All right, we are qualified.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. The red lights are beginning to come on, and they're off. Oh no, he's hit Michael Schumacher.
Tried to cover him off. Thought maybe I'd finally worked out how to make a good start. I basically just waiting until the last red light appeared to start mashing the accelerator. It seemed to be improvement at least. Anyway, bye guys. Wow, you lot can not do maggots and Beckett's. I thought I had a scuffed run through there. I will say though, bear in mind most of my familiarity with this layout of the track is from the older games now, but whilst we're not singing the praises of what was added to Silverstone, I don't really think the couple of corners that were taken out to make room for that were a loss. So yeah.
Let's see how they stand now. The race leader, Williams, number 1. Second, Michael Schumacher. In third place, Gerhard Berger.
Well,
in fourth, Eddie Irvine.
The almost flat out right left that they have is okay. Quite happy with that. Then you have a slower right-hander, which is reasonably interesting, but then you got that painfully slow left. Which I know is meant to be there to set up the next straight, isn't it? It is there to force the cars to get nice and close so someone can get a run on the straight. It's there for practical reasons, not for its drivability. You know what? I'm coming around to it.
3 laps left in this race now.
And then that big long straight actually sets up. Is it Luffield? At the end of it? That's actually quite nice when you approach at speed. Even though it was an existing corner, on this layout you approach it a lot slower. but at speed, sending it in there and trying to set up the long right-hander, pretty fun. Ah, yeah, I guess.
He's only got 2 laps to go.
Okay, I think that's about as nice as I'm gonna get. I got some Beckett's. The handling as it is.
And he's on his last lap now. Race order. In first place, Williams #1. Second, Michael Schumacher. In third, Gerhard Berger. In fourth, Eddie Irvine. In fifth, David Coulthard. In sixth position, Ralf Schumacher. And there is the checkered flag.
That's 9 of 18 done. Halfway point. Cool. You know what? I don't need to qualify this one. Getting overconfident.
Welcome to the German Grand Prix, due to start in just a few moments here at Hockenheim. The problems the teams face with this track is just how to set the car up. It's got long straights where the cars can top 200
It'll be tough
miles an
skin.
hour, and that calls for a low downforce wing setup for minimum drag.
But I'm
But
feeling
it
confident.
also has very tight first gear chicanes, and they call for a high downforce setup to give them the grip they need. Last year, Gerhard Berger narrowly missed out on a win when he had an engine problem. So, I'm sure he'll be going all out for revenge this year. All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. Go! Straight down towards turn 1 they come. He's hit Rubens Barrichello. The black and white diagonal flag means
And that's why I turned damage off.
behavior.
Cars will just suddenly dart in your path. There's a braking point. There we go. It will do.
Sensational! And he goes through.
They have to concentrate on two things: trying to pass the car in front and trying to keep the car behind at bay.
He's overtaken, truly. He's got past. That's taken him past Nakano. Superb! Spectacular overtaking there. We're into the second lap.
Your wing's even skinnier than mine.
He's been passed by David Coulthard. He's just hit David Coulthard. Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. In second, Gerhard Berger. In third position,
We're going through.
Eddie Irvine. In fourth position, Heitz Harold Frenson. In fifth position, Damon Hill. In sixth, Jean Alesi.
And as long as I don't bugger up second chicane.
As he crosses the line, only 3 more laps left. That lap will certainly help him catch the car in front.
He's only young, but he really shows a talent beyond his years.
I am only young, thank you.
He's closing the gap. was definitely contact between the two cars.
Bastard.
He's just hit Damon Hill.
Are you okay?
Of course, the reward for driving like this should be vital points for the driver and the team. He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2.
Despite Damon Hill's best efforts.
There are only 2 laps left in which to decide the race.
Piss.
He's closing the gap in front. He's dropping back a bit.
Yeah, mistake was made. Maybe I'm still running too much wing. It's okay, we have points in hand. To keep things a little interesting. As long as I overtake Hacken, and I think everyone here will be happy with that outcome.
And the gap is closing. Only 1 more lap to go. Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. Second, Gerhard Berger. In third place, Eddie Irvine. What's happened? 4, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In 5th position, Mika Hakkinen. In 6th position, Williams number 1.
Oh, Hackenen's made a place. Damn it. Now Shadow's gonna be smug when I don't overtake him.
This is classic racing. Up into 5th.
Oh, he's powering away there.
It's a win for Gerhard Berger. Benetton are really on form now. Flavio Briatore is going to be overjoyed with this result. In 2nd place.
Do you think they've got it set so the actual race winner will be the front AI? You know, unless something happens like you take their front wing off. It's okay, still a 15-point lead. Right, 10 down, 8 to go. Yeah, save next time. It's fine. It'll crash now I've said that. But you know how these things go.
Go!
Way!
It's
Does
the
not like
Canadian.
you dipping wheels. Ah, sad. I don't need to qualify.
Well, we're nearly ready for the start now. The drivers are on the grid. The red lights are beginning to come on. And it's go, go, go!
Oh! It all just
Straight down
stopped.
towards turn one they come. Beautiful! And he goes through.
Ooh.
He just hit David Coulthard.
I think it'll be because of how tight and twisty it is.
He's managed to slip past. He's
And
hit
you can
Nicky
probably
Clark.
take liberties on curbs that AI won't.
Well, the black and white flag is really a warning that if you
Like here, for
carry on doing
example.
what you are doing, you're going to be disqualified. He's hit Missy Keller.
That's the thing. The more corners, the more opportunities there are to differentiate yourself from the competition. Assuming that the game doesn't grant you a straight line bonus or something.
Quicker than the car he's chasing.
Which I thought I would get at Hockenheim. Evidently wrong. Not that I had a perfect run, of course. Whoa.
He'll be wanting to hold on to his position for dear life now because it'll mean all important championship points. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course. There was definitely contact between the two cars. Race order. In first place, Mike Harold Franson. In second place, Eddie Irvine. Third, Michael Schumacher. Wait a minute. Hang on. He's collided with a Lacey. Fourth, Gerhard Berger.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, cut back!
This young man had a fantastic first season last year, giving his teammate Damon Hill a real run for his money in the championship battle. This year, all eyes will be on the French-Canadian as he continues his Formula One campaign. As he crosses the line, only 3 more laps left. He's hit Berger.
Hey Dragon, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it's quite decent, this game. And I can keep it on the track.
He's definitely gaining. It looks like there was a coming together there.
Yeah, a bit hopeful from me there. Oh, this.
We're into the second to last lap. That lap will certainly help him catch the car in front. He's moved up into third. He's gained second place.
Yeah, high-speed corners just trend towards understeer in this, so I need to give some of them a bit more respect than I am. Who's in the lead now? Is it
And the gap is
Frentzen?
closing.
Nice.
And it's the last lap of the race.
Oh,
Race order. Heights Harold Frentzen. Williams number 1. Eddie Irvine. Michael Schumacher.
come on, give me a sector. I'm running out of race here.
He's closing the gap.
Yeah. Yeah, last a second, gifted a bunch off the start.
I'm sure Frank Williams
Then
and the rest of the
actually,
Williams team
well,
will be absolutely
quite difficult to overtake once the race was going. Held me up a bit, but second, I'll take that. Especially since I don't think Frentzen's my main Champo rival. I think it's Schumacher. Frentzen's nearly there in third, though. 19-point lead. Nice. Yeah, we'll do a quali. Time 9:30. Okay, making good progress. We'll be 2/3 done after this race. Cool, another hour. If I keep skipping qualifying, I'm gonna do this quali.
go.
It'll probably be a bit more than an hour. Yeah,
breaking
cannot
hard.
use those curbs as a brake marker. They're too
When
late.
you're driving a Formula One car, you cannot be tense. You're strapped in. You feel every movement. You're part of the car, and if you're tense with the car, it slides that little bit more. You must relax and let the car do the work.
Thanks, Martin. I don't think I am, you know, Shadow. I think I'm being a bit tense, and it's just costing me that little bit of time. Alright, going over. Did not find my braking point there. Banging.
The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. The red lights are beginning.
I appreciate the lack of loading screen if you move sessions through the pause menu.
This is the critical time now. He'll have lost his place on the podium unless he manages to get back past. He's collided with Irvine. Superlative. He's got cleanly away.
Don't get hit.
They just touched, I think. There doesn't seem to be any damage.
Yeah, that is sad. But time. See, I started off thinking we saw the first half of intros on the previous stream. And I've just kept the rhythm going. I'm quite happy with it. Those two are checking out a bit. Not anymore. Oh, fuck. Go on, lads. Okay, I was a bit earlier, but still... Sorry, a bit late. No, a bit earlier, but still too late. There we go. I can speak English. And what am I meant to do?
It's the Canadian. I think that was contact with the barrier. He's losing ground. Let's see how they stand now. The race leader,
Ace.
Irvine. That's down, down, down out of second place.
See, I thought I'd timed that beautifully as well. I'd been dabbing the brakes approaching Eau Rouge because I knew I'd get squeezed through the corners, but I thought, I was fully alongside there. AI would detect me. They're just squeezing me off the track.
Moved him to third place.
Collision detected me, yeah.
Crosses the line, only 3 more laps left.
Oops. Yeah, they're slowing up through there. Got it. Got them both. Eat cheese.
Now he's in first place.
Oi!
He's only got 2 laps to go. He's on his last lap now.
Nice.
Race order. Williams number 1. Michael Schumacher. Eddie Irvine. Gerhard Berger.
Fucking hell. You really get slowed down loads if you even just dip. Pretty crazy. Oh, no, wrong corner. That's not the braking point. Here. Is that right, Skid?
What a marvellous race. What a
I'm
great
learning
win.
stuff. But yeah, it's fine that they police limits like that. It's just a surprise that they don't do anything with tarmac runoff. It's just free game. Right, we are 2/3 done. 12 down, 6 to go. I've run out of water. So I think that's a good time for me to have a little break. I'll pause that up, pop some music on, and be right back. Okay. Right, round 13. Monza. I'll take some wing off for that. A quick reminder. Assuming I do finish this game today, and it's looking very likely, it's the last day of the vote for game 115, so if you haven't got your votes in yet, yeah, and you give a shit, then maybe you should. Road Rash currently leading by 4 votes, so all to play for. If you don't, you've already voted, so it's a moot point, but, you know. You did vote, didn't you? Yeah. Not showing on my activity feed for some reason. Yeah, but if you don't, just don't vote, you know. It's fine. Do what you want, I'm not your dad. It's okay, your mum thinks you're cool. Where's this breaking point? There it is.
When you're driving a Formula 1 car, you cannot be tense. You're strapped in. You feel every movement.
Every movement.
Of the car. And if you're
Part of the
tense
car.
It slides that little bit more.
If you're tense with the car, it slides that little bit more. Gotta relax. Just do it. Let the car do the work. Now you've got to coax it. You've got to gently suggest that it should steer, and it will. Right. Let's see what Murray's got to say. Oh, they tried that. A couple of groups have tried AI-powered racing. There's been Robo Race a few years ago. I think that only did time trials, but at where was it? They did one recently, and it was a disaster. They were rubbish. One of the might have been Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they had an AI car race, and it just looks rubbish. Hi, Paraglider. How you doing?
This is historic Monza, where we're about
New
to
season
see
without
the
damage.
Italian Grand
We're
Prix.
winning.
The atmosphere here in Italy is electric as the tifosi cheer on their beloved Ferraris to what they hope will be victory. Like many other circuits, it's been broken up by chicanes to reduce speeds and increase safety, meaning that getting the balance between speed and grip right is vital. In 1996, Michael Schumacher gave the crowd exactly what they wanted. A Ferrari win, and he'll be hoping to do it again.
Cool.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. The lights are out. It goes. This is the critical time now. He's dropped down out of the top 6 and out of the potential points. He's hit Ralf Schumacher.
Well,
Amazing! Up into fifth.
Saved it. Congrats on finishing your new video, by the way. Saw that appear on YouTube today. Your pit stops. How many games were in that video? All the F1 pit stops. $40. Ah, shame. Yeah, YouTube can be very unpredictable in what it pushes and what it doesn't. Okay, very cool.
That was actually a better first split than the leader. That's up into second.
Oh wow.
He's hit Berger.
That'll be an interesting one.
In first place, Jean-Alesi. In second position, Gerhard Berger. Third, Williams #1.
I suppose actually if you've been going through all the F1 games for your pit stops, makes sense to grab a few things while you're in there, eh?
He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2. In sixth position, Heinz Harold Frentzen.
Very smart.
They just touched, I think. There doesn't seem to be any damage. I cannot believe it. That's taken him out of the top 3. He's collided with Irvine. Only 3 laps to go. He's closing the gap in front. If he goes on with that
little
behaviour,
pillock.
he'll almost certainly be black flagged. Look at that. It's the Canadian.
I've got points in hand. It's okay. It's okay. I can afford one scuffed race. Just tap me off and then a slid like a greased Scotsman through an air vent.
I'm looking at the lap times now. He's not as fast as the race leader at intermediate 1. And he goes through. Oh dear, oh dear. He's collided with Panis. Panis has managed to get past.
Okay. Points in hand. Can afford one stinker.
Let's look at the lap times now. He's down on the leader at split 2. Okay, let's see how the drivers are doing lower down the order. In 9th place, Mika Häkkinen. 10th, Williams #1. In 11th place, Olivier Panis.
And yeah, squeezes like that. That's exactly why damage is off.
There are only 2 laps left in which to decide the race. He was actually going faster than the race.
Oh, next Paraglider will be telling me he's got a damage model of different F1 games video on the way as well.
Let's see how his times compare. He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2.
Back in the points.
to the final lap. He's closing the gap in front. I'm looking at the race order now. In first, Jean-Alesi. In second,
Okay with that.
Gerhard Berger.
I'm okay with that.
In third position, Michael Schumacher. Hang on. In fourth, Eddie Irvine.
Has there been a change?
Position, Williams number 1. In sixth position, Heitz Harold Frenson. He's definitely gaining. It's a win for Jean-Alesi. Benetton are really on form now. Flavio Briatore is going to be overjoyed with this result. In second.
Recovery job. Still leading by 22 points. 5 rounds to go. Ah, Austria. Got some wang back on the car. A little bit. So after this, what do we have left? Estoril, Jerez, Suzuka. I'm missing one. Unless it's a 7th. No, Adelaide wasn't in this season. This was when they'd brought in Melbourne, which was the start of the start. Luxembourg. Oh, Nürburgring.
I cannot believe it. He's colliding
All right,
with
Victor
Solo.
Valdru. I don't believe it.
It's incredible. These drivers are controlling a car
About half the weight of a Mini.
And these things can accelerate to about 150 miles an hour in 6.5 to 7 seconds.
I dare say what happened at the hairpin has probably compromised that lap a little, but I'm going to bank it anyway. Oh, modern ones will be, because they're barely even Mini anymore. But what is the weight of an old school Mini? Because like F1s back then were a lot lighter than they are now. You know, like 500 kilos, 600 maybe? So a Mini would be a ton? Yeah, the weight of success. Yeah, well, modern F1, longer, wider,
Hello and
fatter.
welcome to Austria. The A1 ring here in Zeltweg is the scene of this year's Austrian Grand Prix. This is a virtually new circuit for the first Grand Prix to be held in Austria for 10 years. In 1987, the race was held at the Österreich ring, famous for its fast open curves. But they've dramatically changed it to one of 2.7 miles of tight bends and short straights. The mountain scenery, though, is absolutely magnificent.
I would love to go to the Austrian
German
Grand Prix.
racing fans are delighted to have a second Grand Prix in their country again this year, and they're hoping for a win from their national hero, Michael Schumacher, who lost out last year.
Has this just started playing the next one?
They'd like to see their new hero, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, win too. Drivers seem to like this 2.8-mile circuit, even though the flow's broken up by the final chicane.
He is. He's just given us the Nürburgring one as well.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. The lights are out. It's go! Streaming down to the first corner. He's been passed by David Coulthard. He's just hit Mika Häkkinen. Marvellous. If he can keep his place, he'll finish in the points.
Marvellous.
That was a superb start. Well, I think the following car just couldn't break in time and ended up hitting his
well,
wheel. Moving nicely through the field now.
That's all them dealt with. Whoops.
Lap 2. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
Oh,
Superb.
piss.
That's moved him to third place.
Calm down, Murray.
Potential 4 championship points have just slipped out of his grasp.
Yeah, they were so stingy with points back then. I do think that expanding, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. Expanding the amount of places that are valid for points is one of the best changes F1 made.
Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. Second, Eddie Irvine. Third, Heinz-Harald Frentzen. In fourth, Williams number 1. Hang on! In fifth place, Jean Alesi. In sixth place, Mika Häkkinen.
Used to be that you'd have multiple teams. And by multiple, I mean at least half of the grid often wouldn't score any points.
There are only 3 laps left in this race now.
I won't go that far, Shadow, but I was thinking to myself then I probably would advocate it going further, but perhaps to 15th at the absolute maximum. You need a cut-off, I think. I think IndyCar do what you say. You get points for showing up to encourage people to do the full season. But no, I think a few 0 points places are worth having just for what it does for the competition at the back.
He's coming up from behind now.
But then again, if they did do points for every finisher, I wouldn't be
It's the penultimate
particularly
lap. The car
unhappy
in front
about
will be
that.
getting worried after that lap time. He's dropping back a bit.
Although after Albon got his 9th place
There
at
was definitely
Dick!
contact between the two cars.
After Albon got his 9th place at Monaco, there's only Sauber without points this season now.
And he's on his last lap now. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. I'm looking at the race order now. In first, Michael Schumacher. What's happened? He's just
Well,
hit
maybe they're all
Wilson.
already
In
doing the
second
work,
position,
and
Eddie
all the
Irvine.
resources go
He's
into
got
the
through to
future.
third.
And they're having a
That was
write-off
actually
season.
A better first split than the current leader.
Is it next season or the season after when they... I think it's the season after when they become Audi, isn't it? That's a new rule set, and they haven't actually... They still haven't defined the 2026 rules, have they? Like, fully rubber stamped it,
He's closing the gap.
which I find insane. You know, they can still be investing in infrastructure and stuff. Oh. Come on. Ow. Ow.
It's a win for Michael Schumacher.
Oh.
The Tifosi will be
Nearly.
absolutely...
The Tifosi will be absolutely. You're right, Murray. What? I was like 2/10 off. No, half a tenth off Irvine. Why is it saying I was 2 seconds behind him? That's not right. Oh wait, is there... It's saying that my race time was... Is that meant to be 2 seconds behind Schumacher? Oh, I see, Shadow. Still weird that. Shouldn't be like that. Surely not. Anyway, 16-point lead. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, and it's kind of confusing too. They don't do it these days, because I know technically I travelled further, but... Yeah. They used to have some dumb rules, didn't they? Like allowing drivers to swap cars mid-race and splitting the points.
Go!
One unique feature of the Stuart car design is the high side pods on the car and the large turning vanes, which should reduce the amount of debris that is sucked off the track into the radiator grill during the normal course of a race. This sort of accumulation can actually cause a drop-off between 10 and 20% in the radiator's efficiency.
Okay. Well, no one else has posted a time yet. Shall we see if the intro's balked? Yeah, let's do it. Since we got the Nürburgring intro appended onto the Austria one. What happened? What with the intros? We got a double intro at Austria. I just kind of continued reading into the next one. Okay. Yeah. Straight in.
This is the Luxembourg Grand Prix, here at the familiar Nürburgring, scene of last year's European
Oh, we didn't get this
Grand
bit.
Prix. German racing fans
We
are
got this
delighted
bit.
to have a second Grand Prix in their country again this year, and they're hoping for a win from their national hero.
I wonder if there was a
Michael
missing
Schumacher,
bit from the
who
Austria
lost out
one then.
last year to his young Canadian rival. They'd like to see their new hero Heinz-Harald Frentzen win too. Drivers seem to like this 2.8-mile circuit, even though the flow's broken up by the final chicane.
All right, let's go. Could do with beating Schumacher, re-establishing the lead.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. Go! Streaming down to the first corner. Fisichella's taken him. Brilliant! He's passed Gerhard Berger. If he can give it up, he's collided with Irvine.
Damn it, that's Irvine.
Lap 2. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing.
Oh! Okay,
He
2
takes
freebies.
fourth.
That's a weird one.
He's up on the leader at split 1. Exceptional! That's moved him to 3rd place. Race order. Michael Schumacher, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, Williams number 1, Ralf Schumacher. That's an excellent second split, faster than the race leader.
Oops. I'll have it.
He's moved up to second place. 3 laps of the race left now. He's closing the gap in front.
Oh, bit deep, bit deep.
The gap is increasing. He's definitely gaining. He's only got 2 laps to go. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing.
Oh, piss. Yeah, the accidental presses of the left stick always seem to happen when I'm trying to put a sudden input in as well. You know, because I'll mash it a bit harder.
The gap is growing.
Causes it to press. That's annoying. And yes, I realise I could undo it through emulator settings, but it's too late. I'm living with it.
And the gap is closing. Was that a bit of argy-bargy there, Martin? Well, the black and white flag is really a warning that if you carry on doing what you are doing, you're going to be disqualified. Sensational! Up into first position. And he's on his last lap now. Race order. Williams number 1. Heinz Harold Frentzen. Michael Schumacher. Ralph Schumacher.
These bots don't even try anymore.
He's really on a roll.
Oof.
What a marvellous race. What a great win.
I mean, the GE4 disc is probably cheap to replace at least, but obviously the consoles are a limited resource. I mean, I'd say, I don't know, put another game in it, see if you have any trouble. Right, back to a 22-point lead. Good.
New safety rules for the design of the cars this year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver in the event of rear impact. Ferrari did this last year, and they've already overcome most of the problems, like excessive vibration, which can crack the rear wing.
A bit early. Brake a little later than the sign. Cool. Only 16th for that? Oh gosh. Fine.
Welcome to Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. Both the drivers and the fanatical fans in Japan really like this circuit, the scene of last year's climax to the season, when the battle for supremacy was settled between Damon Hill and his young teammate. It really brings out the best in the driver, with a superb variety of corners, apart perhaps from the final chicane, which has been the nemesis of many a racer. All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. The lights are out. It's go. Straight down towards turn one they come. He's been overtaken by Magnussen. This is terrific. He's hit Ruben Barrichello. He's hit Ruben Barrichello.
Ah! Tried to dodge out of the way to go around the outside and just too much input.
If he goes on with that behaviour, he'll almost certainly be black flagged.
Oh. Shit.
He's hit Larini. He's been passed by Larini.
Maybe I added too much wang. I'm getting absolutely ruined.
Ouch! Ukyo Katayama's managed to get past. Was that a bit of argy-bargy there, Martin?
You're
Right there, Murray.
This is lap 2 of the race. He's dropping back a bit. The top positions are first, Michael Schumacher. In second position, Eddie Irvine. In third, Heights Harold Frenson. Hang on! He's hit Larini. In fourth position, Gerhard
Turned in on
Berger.
me.
In fifth place, Jean Alesi. In sixth position, Giancarlo Fisichella. I'm looking at the lap times now. That's a bit off the pace set by the race leader. Only 3 laps to go. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. He's right on his tail.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, finally, a really nice, clean, clinical overtake, and then for some reason, stop too much, rotate too much, and get bopped. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Let's have a look at the
Tiny
race
little
order
dip of the
lower
wheels
down.
and it just
12,
completely fucks you.
Rubens Barrichello. In 13th place, Williams number 1. 14th, Olivier Panis. He's only got 2 laps to go.
Yeah, it's looking like a nil point.
The gap is increasing.
Oh yeah, it's going to take something daft to get any points now, isn't it?
He's definitely gaining. And he's on his last lap now. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. In
Oh,
second
damn it.
place, Eddie Irvine.
Come on, Irvine.
Third,
Do us a biggie.
Heights Harold Frenson. In
Or
fourth
even better,
place,
Frentz and get both of
Gerhard
them.
Berger. Fifth, Jean Alesi. Sixth, Giancarlo Fisichella. The gap is increasing. Marvellous. He's managed to get past Barrichello.
Oh.
It's a win for Michael Schumacher. The Tifosi will be absolutely ecstatic with this result for Ferrari. In second place, Eddie Irvine.
Excited to see how hard you can go through 130R. Found out. It's not enough high-speed turning radius.
Williams #1.
Oh well, that's might make the last 2 rounds a little spicier, but we should be fine. 12-point lead still. 2 races left. Ooh, bit close in the constructors too. So this one, Estoril. It's showing the map, but it hasn't put the word anywhere. Then it finishes in Jerez, doesn't it? I had a shocker in Suzuka. Qualified towards the back. Kept dipping wheels off track, hit a couple of cars. Nil point. But we've moved on. 2 rounds left. I've still got a 12-point lead. Yeah, it could be. I don't really know my way around this track, I think. It is when it's 10 for a win. I know. I've just done a save as well, so we're fine. Just need 1 win in the last 2 races, and it's done.
New safety rules for the design of the
This isn't
cars
so
this
bad.
year have meant that the teams have had to include a deformable structure behind the gearbox to protect the driver in the event of rear impact. Ferrari did this last year, and they've already overcome most of the problems, like excessive vibration, which can crack the rear wing.
Weight is king in a Formula 1 car. Every extra kilo you have to carry loses you about 200ths of a second per lap. Fuel load, as in the aviation industry, is measured in kilos, not litres.
I'll do 1 more lap.
Precisely calculated to give optimum performance for minimum weight.
Down into first. Second gear. Third. Fourth gear. Fifth. Up into sixth. If he can keep this kind of speed up, he'll be looking at a good grid position. up into 5th.
Buggered that up.
Okay, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. I don't think he's going to better his time. He's behind at split 2.
Oh well. Yeah, it is often surprising just how much the little mistakes can add up in this, you know. Oh, we're only 12th. Oh, I didn't drop my wings after Japan. There we go. We're all fine.
Welcome to the Portuguese Grand Prix here at Estoril.
Damn it,
This is a
Schumacher
very
on pole.
demanding course. It's one that's a favourite testing ground with many of the teams. That means, of course, that the drivers know its 2.7 miles very well. But even so, corners like the new uphill chicane and the final parabolica can give them some problems. 1996 saw the 3rd Williams victory there in 3 years. And that's a record Frank Williams is going to be very eager to maintain.
It is so awkwardly sighted as well. Just can't see your way through it.
Place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. Go! They fly off the grid towards turn 1. Beautiful!
Bum
He just
flaps!
hit David Coulthard. He's off to a flying start.
One of the problems the drivers have to contend with is visibility. Their visors get very dirty out on the track. Every 5 laps or so they'll need to give it a wipe to keep it clear with the back of their glove or their sleeve. Of course, when it gets really difficult to see, they can peel off one of the clear tear-off strips that cover the visor.
Lap 2. That was actually a better first split than the current leader. The top positions are first, Michael Schumacher.
Damn it.
This is looking good for championship points if he can keep it up. He's collided with Penis. The black and white diagonal flag means unsportsmanlike behaviour. Up into 5th. laps of the race left now. Yes! Moving nicely through the field now. That's fourth. He's moved up into third. He's up on the leader at split one.
Oh, piss!
He's losing ground.
Tried to go too hard out of the chicane. Paid a big price.
There are only 2 laps left in
Definitely
which to
taking it
decide
easy
the
on the
race.
last laps through that sector.
He's definitely gaining. The gap is increasing. We're into the final lap. He's closing the gap in front. That's into second position. Race order. Michael Schumacher, Williams number 1. Jean Alesi, Ralph Schumacher. Let's see how his times compare. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course. Look at that. He's hit Michael Schumacher. Superb. He's taken the lead.
On the final lap for the championship. There we go.
He crosses the line to euphoric applause.
Cool. Just one more race. Victory, little victory lap. Pretty easy track, that. There we go, 16-point lead. And unassailable in constructors, both wrapped up. Straight to the race for the last one? I think so. Last to... probably not first, but...
Welcome to Jerez for today's Grand Prix. Jerez in
Schumacher on
Spain
pole
has been
again.
the scene of some truly exciting
Not that
racing.
matters.
Notably that when Ayrton Senna in his Lotus practically dead heated with Nigel Mansell's Williams. Strangely, it seldom seems to attract a big crowd, but the teams and the drivers are happy to face its twists and turns.
Not a lot to say.
All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. Go! They fly off the grid towards turn one. He's hit truly.
Got him.
Remarkable! That's taken him past Pedro Diniz.
The inferior Pedro.
That's taken him past Nakano. He's
Oops.
gone straight into the back of it. Probably just lost concentration
Rock.
for a moment. That was it. Well, I hope both the drivers are uninjured after that one. Into lap 2 now. That lap will certainly help him catch the car in front. There's only a small gap
piss.
between them now. The car in front will really be feeling the pressure. He's hit Ralf Schumacher. Race order. In first place, Michael Schumacher. In second, Mike Harold Frentzen.
Oh, in 99, I'll have to be Pedro de la Rosa, won't I?
In fourth, Giancarlo Fisichella. In fifth place, Johnny Herbert.
And 1999,
He's collided with a
Damon
Alesi.
Hill Jordan,
In
maybe.
sixth place, Mika Häkkinen. That collision will probably have done major damage to both cars.
I'm having trouble finding my way through here.
Collided with Alesi.
That's going to...
Ouch! If he goes on with that behaviour, he'll almost certainly be black flagged. There are only 3 laps left in this race now. He's up on the leader at split 1. He's managed
No.
to slip past. He's been
in
caught
far
napping
too
there.
hot there.
He's coming up from behind now.
Button in 2000 for Williams. We'll have to see when we get there, mate.
8th, Gerhard Berger. In 9th place, Williams number 1. In 10th place, Damon Hill. We're into the second to last lap.
Oh, I keep misjudging these corners.
The gap is increasing.
Still get points here.
He's past Gerhard Berger. Exceptional. That's past Nicola Larini. On his last lap now. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. He'll be wanting to hold on to his position for dear life now because it'll mean all important championship points. Let's see how they stand now. The race leader, Michael Schumacher. In second position, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In third place, Eddie Irvine. He's moved up to 5th place. That's heavy on the brakes through that part of the course. Let's look at the lap times now. He's down on the leader at split 2. It's a win for Michael Schumacher. The Tifosi will be absolutely ecstatic with this result for Ferrari. Second, Heinz Harald Frentzen.
I don't think
Third,
about it that much,
Eddie
Shadow.
Irvine. Fifth,
But I generally tend to be a little Ferrari averse because I grew up as a British lad while Schumacher was dominating, and Williams and McLaren were showing up every weekend. Cool. 8-point lead in the end. And the constructors are placed first. Put my controller down.
all his hard work and dedication to Grand Prix racing have really paid off this year. He steps up to claim the ultimate prize, Formula One World Champion.
Oh, chills. We could have done more than just the car approaching the screen. Come on, guys. There we go. Game done. And I've just lost my chat. Bear with me a second. Perfect timing as ever. One second. Ooh, we're back. Yes, voting complete. Even though, yeah, we'll call it 11:42. Be quiet game. Let me get my spreadsheet. Over you come. So 11 hours 42. There was, a bit of a delay. 748 hours 15 total. And it was a 3-stream game, which puts us on 191. What's the date? So, first order of business is to review F197. Now, what did I give the last F1 game? F1 Racing Championship got a 7. And that was a pretty reasonably polished game, but just a little bare bones. Now, this one's a little more feature rich. It's got the commentary, things like that. It's got but I just don't see it as an 8 out of 10. The main frustrations being the AI often driving like you're not there, and the damage fucking me over a bit. A bit more help with setups would have been good, because it seems like anything over 20% wing is too much. So what's the point in even letting me set it to the other 80%? You know, little things like that would have been nice. But it was pretty decent, well-rounded, reasonably fun to play. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to say pretty decent. There was no big bugs. We noticed, like, the manual said... Oh, and... Murray. Martin was okay. So, yeah. It's like we noticed just little things like the manual telling us the wrong race distances. It told us short was 3 laps, medium was 5, long was 10, but no, it was 5, 10, and 20. Boo. 7's fine. But what else got 7? Motor2 and Grand Prix 2. Tank Racer. It's better than Tank Racer. RC to Go got a 7. Really? Let's Go got a 7? Oh, no, that was the good one, yeah. Porsche Challenge got a 7. Firebugs got a 7. Bock and Go, that was good. That got a 7. Hot Wheels got a 7. Yeah, I think 7's. Wipeout 1 got a 7. You know, whereas 8, Tocker World Touring Cars got an 8. Test Drive 6 got an 8. What else got 8s? Not a lot gets 8s. Art Truck Battle 2. Gran Turismo 2 is the only 9. Ridge Racer Type 4 got an 8. Now, Test Drive was very early, and I laughed all my way through it. You know, I said, you know, it was game 6. Now, Ridge Racer Type 4 is pretty much my favourite game so far, even though I did rate Gran Turismo 2 higher. I lost my review. What did I say? Pretty decent, well-rounded. Love Murray. It's a 7. Grand. Vote is now closed. Did I beat 4 stories? Yeah, I did. I did do the 4th after the stream, actually. I called it complete after hard, but I did go back and beat it off stream. And I've since been chipping away at the big list of cars as well. About a quarter done on the car unlocks. So I'm thinking of doing a one-off retro achievement stream if I ever get the rest all unlocked, but like just leave the last few unlocks to do and then stream that and do the extra challenges. Right. Yeah. So vote 115. Oh, let me update it. Nope, that's the wrong tab. We have had 3 votes today. 1 vote for game 1 and 2 votes for game 2. That puts Supercross up to 11. Ducati World Racing Challenge up to 54. But the winner is Road Rash Jailbreak with 58 votes. And it has been that long since we drew these options, because this has been such a long section of the challenge. I'm going to remind myself of what that looks like. Road Rash Jailbreak. Now the long play's in at 4 hours 35, but these videos always cut the retries.
Let me give you a hand.
It looks pretty good. What are these crosses for? The animation's a bit twitchy for the steering, isn't it?
We're in that hut, babe.
Right. So that will be starting on Thursday. Of course, the next thing we have to do now, the most important bit, we need to draw some new options. Just let me memorialize the result. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Hey Beardy, how you doing, man? Ducati World Racing Challenge. Grand. So clear you, clear you, clear you. This wasn't even reading correctly. Whoops. So game 115. 3. Oh, of course, you're busy with the new band, aren't you? Best of luck with that, mate. That was big news you had in the week. I need to rebuild the list as well. Hold on. This is to put the rejected options back onto the wheel. And remove jailbreak. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Let's find out what option 1 is. Option 1 is... Oof, nearly 5-star racing then. Monster Racer. Let's have a look. A playthrough comes in at an hour.
Okay, so
Oh no, 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 no. Okay, 10 minutes. I'm off. Adventure mode and arcade and arena. Oh, it could be a bit to do it here. So, Halloween themed Mario Kart is what I'm getting. Complete lack of motion noises is immediately off-putting. Because they're just floating along, they've got no vehicle. It looks pretty shit. Are they meant to be? Yeah, it is. Oh, has a little run animation to get going. This looks fucking terrible. This guy just floating in a bath. This is Monster Racer, and a good shout for what Shadow's going to be voting for the next few weeks. But we've still got 2 spins to do. So let's do one. Option 2 will be... Ooh! South Park Rally. Let's have a look. Correct.
We have set up 4 checkpoints around the town. Each racer must drive over the 4 checkpoints in numerical order. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 for you dyslexic drivers. Once you have crossed over all 4 checkpoints, you've finished 1 lap. The first one to complete the required number of laps wins the race.
Come on, race. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this looks better than Monster Racer. This looks like it could be alright. I hope we can turn off the voices, yes. Because I've already heard him say, I'm gonna kick your ass about 5 times in a minute. Well, there we go. Let's get this wrapped up, shall we? Number 3. Yeah, it could be. We could end up with 3 kart races. Ooh, we have. Chocobo Racing. All right. We've got a theme again. Everyone wanted a piece of the kart racing pie back in this era. Where's all the opponents? This long play is just the player dominating. This is... You possibly overestimate. What Squaresoft was capable of. They could produce some shit too. It is meant to be random skin. That's the whole point of the wheel, but... yeah, clearly AI's gone too far. Yeah, this player's just checking out and there's a fucking moth in this room. Deal with it later. Okay, there's a few more carts this time. And they've just ripped into the lead. Hold on. What was the options there? Chubby Chocobo. Oh, mate. Well, there we go. Our 3 options have been drawn. And they're all kart racers. Can you vote yet? No, voting will open next stream, which will be Thursday. Unless a disaster happens, in which case it won't. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up now, guys. For it is past my bedtime. I will, as I've just said, more PS1 on Thursday. Then this weekend, for the first time in 2 years, we've got iRacing Indy 500s. And I am looking forward to that a lot. So 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. on Saturday, I'm intending to do. And I fucking called it that you'd be going for Monster Racer, didn't I? Yeah, 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. on Saturday. And if they don't go well and I have the energy, I might be looking to do the same time slots on Sunday as well. So if you haven't followed yet, please consider doing so. There is also the Discord. If you want to keep in touch outside of the streams. Alright, I'm just going to check one more thing and then let you all go. Yeah, let's give Koos his occasional raid, shall we? Yeah, thanks again, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you all again soon.